back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have the first update for the Women Who Rock project pan. This was created by 3 women who rock: Cece from The Diva Next Door, Ruth from Ruth Foley, and Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. They put together 20 prompts based around some awesome women in history and in the present day. So this is a year-long project. It started on August 26th because that was Women's Equality Day, and it runs until August 26th of next year. I rolled in all 20 prompts in the intro. I have not gotten to everything, so I'm not going to talk about things that I haven't used because obviously there's nothing to show, so what's the point? But I do have some progress, and we're gonna be switching a product out, and you will see as we get into it. So the first product that I used in the past month was for Beyonce Run the World Girls, product from a female-owned brand. I have this Julep blush stick in Peony Pink. Here's what it looks like. Here's a swatch. My goal is to use it 26 times. I've only used it once, so. Then we jump down to Kristen McAuliffe, the teacher who died on the Challenger, a rising star, a product that rose to the occasion. I picked my Peach and Lily Wild Dew Treatment Essence because I started out with a little sample of this. I didn't really think I was going to like it, and I love it. It definitely changed my mind on essences. So I didn't mark it when I started, and I'm not going to now. I did have use on it when I brought it in. My goal is to finish it, which I don't think will be a problem within this project, but I do use it every day. I have 31 uses on it, so this will still be sticking around for quite a while, but I will finish it during this project. Now, this next one, I'm going to jump around with the prompts a little bit because I have my Becca Sunsetter palette, and I have 3 of these shades in for 3 different prompts, and I'm just going to go over all of them at once instead of pulling it back out. So first, this is in for Rosa Parks, a stand-up product, and I have, let me see, I have this highlighter in Escapist in because the Becca highlighters are amazing and I love them. So I am wearing this highlighter today. I have a goal of 26 uses, and I've worn it twice. Then the next prompt this is in for is Martina McBride. This one's for the girls. Something that makes you feel beautiful. And a nice corally, peachy, pinky blush always makes me feel beautiful. So this is the shade Calypso Coral. I'm wearing everything that I can today. So I'm also wearing this today. Again, 26 use goal. I've used it twice. And then the last prompt that this is in is for Marie Curie. I am one of those who think, like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries. A product you have newly discovered. I haven't newly discovered it, but I've been really getting more into bronzer lately. For a while there, I was I couldn't care less. Yeah, that's right. I could not care less. For a while there, I was I couldn't care less about bronzer, and now I'm just bronzer, interesting. So I brought in the bronzer in this palette in Gold Trotter. Again, 26 uses, and I've used it twice. And I've only used the products in this palette twice each for this project, but I'm really liking them. I mean, I'm so sad about Becca. Oh, Ruth. Guess what I didn't do? Oh my god. I swear, I feel more often than not, just for Ruth, I have, you can see my super messy desk. It's all for you, Ruth. All for you. Okay. Then we are going to go right ahead and skip to the 9th prompt, which is Jane Goodall, and this is, again, a palette that I brought multiple products into for different prompts, so I'm going to go skip around again. For Jane Goodall, a cruelty-free product. e.l.f. is a cruelty-free brand. This is their De La Soul Cream Face Quad with Petizione. And I brought in the bronzer. So this is what the bronzer looks like. I have it in for a 26 use goal, and I've used it 3 times. And I am wearing all the cream products from this on my face, but, you know, they're obviously covered by powder, so you can't really see them, but, oh, you know what? I know I swatched all these before, but, whoa. I'll just go ahead and swatch them again, because who doesn't love a good swatch? Here's the blush. Here's the bronzer, blush, and highlight from that Becca palette. That's a terrible swatch of the bronzer, but it looks I think it looks better on my face than it does on my hand, but that's fine. And then I'll do these. The highlighter on this, the e.l.f. one, is very hard. Of course, I also did it on my knuckle. You can see it there. And there's the blush, highlighter, and oh my god. There's the highlighter, blush, and bronzer from this e.l.f. palette. So I don't forget to swatch them when I talk about the rest of them. But, okay, so the bronzer for Jane Goodall, I've used it 3 times. Then the next prompt this is in is for Frida Kahlo, a pop culture product, or could also be a Latinx brand. Well, pop culture, this Petizione person is apparently like a Colombian actor or musician. I'm not quite sure, but they're like in the entertainment industry. Plus, when I looked up her Instagram, she's from Colombia, which is a Latinx country. So I brought in the blush, this blush. This is in the shade La Differente. So 26 uses. I've used it 3 times. And then finally, the last prompt this product is in for is Madeleine Albright. It took me a long while to develop a voice, and now that I have it, I'm not going to be silent. A product wanting to be noticed in your collection. This palette I've had for quite a long time, and it was still sealed shut when I brought it into this project because I hadn't used it even once. So I brought in the highlighter. This is in the shade Feeling Sparkly. Again, 26 uses. Again, I've used it 3 times. So now we're jumping all around here today. Then the next prompt is Katy Perry Roar, a product that makes you feel fierce. Red lipstick always makes me feel fierce. So I have this Sigma liquid lipstick in Venom. My goal is 26 uses, and including today, I've used it 2 times. It's a really pretty color. I mean, this is probably one of the truer reds that I have in my collection that doesn't, because a lot of times I want like a nice true red. I feel like they always just pull pink on me, and this one I feel like is pretty decently red, so I'm enjoying this one. Then the next product I have use on is for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. People ask me when there will be enough women on the court. My answer is when there are 9. Use a 9-pan palette 9 times. So I brought in this BH Cosmetics Absinthe palette. I've used it 2 times so far. I do have it on my eyes today. I have, let's see, I have Blackout, kind of like in my outer corner. I have Trippy in my kind of middle of my transition. I'm wearing a different darker shimmer from a different palette and a different project on the outer corner, but then I have this shade Elixir all over my lid, and then Green Fairy on my inner corner. And so far, I'm really enjoying this palette. It's really nice. So I've got 7 more uses to go on this one. Next, for Harriet Tubman, a Balm black-owned makeup brand. And I brought in my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I have not gotten nearly enough use on this palette in my collection since I've had it, and even though I haven't used it a ton, it is one of my favorites because it's stunning and gorgeous, and I love it. And so I brought this in to use each shade 3 times. Here, I'll try to hold it up this way. So far I have used Crown 2 times. I have used Empress once, which I'll give you a swatch of this. By the way, this is my favorite shadow in this palette, which is weird because it's a matte, and you would think, but I just love this color. It's like orange, but it's got a touch of red in it, and it's just, that's kind of not the best swatch, but on the eye, especially because I have blue eyes, it is amazing. So I've used that one once. I'm trying to hold it so I don't blind you with the mirror. Then I've used this shade, Royal Prerogative. I've used that twice, which is, this is a really, I'll swatch this one too. I don't know that I had ever used that one before using it, but it's a really nice, like, simple transition, like, crease shade. And then the last one I've used is this one, Dethrone. I've used that once. So as you can see, I obviously have not even touched half of the shades in this palette yet, but we have all year to do it. So I'm not trying to rush things. I'm just trying to organically use the things in my projects when I feel like I can pull them into a look. Then the next one, we're going to skip to Serena Williams. I don't like to lose at anything, yet I've grown most not from victories but setbacks. A product you used to hate but learned to love. That is like the glowy primers. I used to just love those really silicone-y, like Smashbox photo finish primers, and now I love these. This is the NYX High Glass Face Primer in Moonbeam. I only use this once. Like, my goal is to finish it, but I am really working hard on finishing one other primer, and I've got like one use left on it. So once that one's gone, I'm going to start rotating through all the other primers that I need to work on. And yeah, so I did like it the one time I used it. I thought it was going to be a dupe for the Becca one. It is not. Like, the formulas are so different, but it was still nice. And then the last prompt is for Maya Angelou. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. A product that gives volume or plumps. And I originally brought in this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme to finish. This was a free gift with purchase. I did not buy this. I used it once. And holy hell, this burns so bad. It's not like a pleasant tingling sensation. It was straight up feeling like my lips were on fire. So I'm decluttering this, and I'm going to bring in something else. I'm going to bring in another primer, but this is a very small one. This is the NYX Plump Right Back with Electrolytes Plumping Serum Plus Primer. Because I don't really use I don't need lip plumpers. Like, look, I don't need a lip plumper. So I don't really have a lot of things makeup-wise that plump, and I have a ton of hair. I don't need more volume with hair, so I don't really have a lot of volumizing hair products either. So if this one doesn't work out, then I just can't do this prompt. But I think this will be fine. So my goal will be to finish this one. I'm not even going to worry about starting this anytime soon because it's so little. I've got other primers that I need to work on before this anyway, but I did want to let you know that I'm throwing that Too Faced thing away. Side note, I was on Sephora's website. I think I was just like browsing their new holiday sets or whatever, and I looked at one of the Too Faced ones, and they claim this is the #1 like lip gloss in America. Come on, Too Faced. No, this is not. Quit lying, okay? That is awful. But anyway, that is it for my update. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.